Dear students, today we will see the formulation of LPP. Now, as I say yesterday, the formulation of LPP is when a practical problem is converted into a mathematical form of an LPP is called a formulation of an LPP. As I say yesterday that a real world problem is given to us and which we will reduce it into LPP. So, such a method is known as a formulation of an LPP. Now, let me see some of the real world problems for formulation of an LPP. So, the first problem let me take of the type profit maximization problem. A firm manufactures two products A and B on which the profit earned per unit are rupees 5 and rupees 6 respectively. Each product is processed on two machines M1 and M2. Product A requires 1 minute of processing time on M1 and 3 minutes on M2, while B requires 2 minutes on M1 and 4 minutes on M2. Machine M1 is available for not more than 450 minutes and machine M2 is available for 600 minutes during any working day. Now, the question is that formulate the LPP. Now, before going towards the formulation of this LPP, now from the given word problem, we have to decide what are the decision variables here. Now, here we have to earn a profit, or we have to find out the profit of these two products, product A and product B. Now, obviously, it is given here, it is a profit maximization problem, means we have to maximize the profit. With respect to the profit for product A should be rupees 5 and profit for product B should be rupees 6 for a unit product, means for an each product. So to maximize the profit with these conditions on these machines for producing those products, so satisfying those conditions, we have to increase our profit, means how many number of units of product A and number of units of product B we should produce. That gives us our decision variables. So let me ask, first of all, I will assume that let x1 is number of units of product A and x2 is number of units of product B. Now, number of units of product B. Now, let me write a small table on these given conditions. So, what I should write here? My decision variables. Decision variables. Then I will write here product. Now you know my decision variables are x1 and x2. Now for x1 for product A and x2 for product B. Now we have two machines M1 and M2. Now we know a time for those time to produce product A and product B on those machines. It is given product A require 1 minute of processing time on M1. So for product A 1 minute and 3 minutes on M2. Here 3 minutes. Now we know this is minimum time. This is also, or these many minutes we can say, these many minutes. And now B requires 2 minutes on M1. So let me write 2 minutes. And 4 minutes on M2. So 4 minutes. Okay. Now one more thing is known to us, that profit per unit. Profit per unit. Now for product A, the profit is rupees 5. Rupees 5. And for product B, the profit is rupees 6. As such, we can form a small table which help us to formulate our LPP. Also, we have an idea about the availability of machine M1 and M2. Machine M1 is available for 450 minutes and machine M2 is available for 600 minutes in any working day. Means maximum availability of M1 will be these many minutes and of M2 will be these many minutes. So here 450 minutes, but it is what? Maximum. Here this is 450 minutes but maximum. Similarly here this is 600 minutes but maximum availability in any working day. So this is our table. With the help of this table we will form an LPP. Now as we say, the profit of 1 unit of product A will be rupees 5. So the profit of x1 units of product A should be 5 into x1. Similarly, the profit of 1 unit of product B will be rupees 6. So the profit of x2 units of product B will be 6x2. That gives us our total profit. So let me write that. Since profit of 1 unit of product A equal to rupees 5. Therefore, profit of x1 number of units of A equal to 5x1 and profit of 1 unit of product B equal to rupees 6. Therefore, profit of x2 number of units of B equal to 6x2. Now, total profit will be profit of product A plus profit of product B. Therefore, total profit equal to 5x1 plus 6x2. Now, as our aim to maximize the profit, so our objective function should be, as our aim to maximize the profit, hence the objective function is, what does that? Maximize z equal to 5x1 plus 6x2. 5x1 plus 6x2. Now, this is our objective function. So now our aim to construct the constraints from the given table itself. So what are the constraints here? Now these constraints we will construct with the help of these conditions on machine M1 and machine M2. Now as machine, the constraint for machine M1 will be, now look at this. This product A requires 1 minute on M1, product B requires 2 minutes on M1. So one product will require this much time. So x1 number of product requires x1 minutes and x2 product will require 2x2 minutes. But the availability of M1 on each day will be how much? 450 minutes. So I can write a constraint on M1 will be x1 plus 2x2, both togetherly that is available for 450 minutes. So x1 plus 2x2 is less equal, because this is maximum part. So less than that will be there. So less equal 450. Similarly for M2, 3x1 plus 4x2 less equal 600. These are our constants, and obviously as x1 x2 are number of units, so any number of unit is never negative or it won't be 0. So these are always greater equal 0. So let me write again, machine M1 constraint is, what is that? x1 plus 2x2 less equal 450. Then machine M2 constraint is machine M2 constraint is 3x1 plus 4x2 less equal 600, and as product produce cannot be negative, hence x1 greater equal 0 and x2 also greater equal 0. So the required LPP is what can we write? Maximize z equal to 5x1 plus 6x2 subject to this x1 plus 2x2 less equal 450, 3x1 plus 4x2 less equal 600, such that x1 x2 greater equal 0. this is our required LPP for this problem. Look at this, conditions are satisfied. So this is a formulation of an LPP. So one of the problem we had formed here. So let me see another one.